Hello everyone, welcome to the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day, America. But for those of you outside the country, it's just an average, ordinary, everyday Saturday. So, got ourselves a new episode. This one is called Amending Fences. So, I don't want to waste any further time on this, seeing how the fact is you're probably outside blowing stuff up, probably setting off fireworks and such. So, let's just jump straight into the episode. So, Twilight is sitting inside her house, basically reading, as Spike brings up her old friends back in Camelot. And suddenly Twilight feels bad about herself, realizing the fact that she was more focused on her studying than she was on her friends. You know, again, paying attention to the continuity from the first episode of the first season. So, here's what happened. Or at least here's what happens. Basically, Twilight and Spike decide to go up to Camelot and basically make amends to their old friends. They make amends to their three friends who actually go down to Ponyville. Well, almost all their friends. There's that one pony that unfortunately had like a big impact on them that just couldn't make it. And apologies if I couldn't remember the name. I just want to get through this because it is Independence Day, but if I do remember the name during the editing of this, because I'm trying to get through this, I will put it down here. Thank you. So, this character is basically got affected by the entire first episode and basically shunned herself out of their friendship, and basically they try to figure out a way how to. They basically do some reconnaissance spying on this here character to figure out what on earth's going on. As it turns out, the first episode, what happens is that... No, wait. I remember now. Moondancer. Is that Moondancer had a birthday that Twilight unfortunately did not go to because of her focus on her study and everything. So, because of her focus and because of her mindset and everything, of her focus and everything, and her immediate departure of Camelot to Ponyville, it affected Moondancer real heavily, and it basically took a heavy toll on her, and basically she decided she just ripped the friendship part out and shunned herself to just being a bookworm and everything, to being a one-person only type of person, or pony I should say. But yeah, they basically Twilight decides to bring in Pinkie Pie into this situation by throwing the party that they originally were going to do back in the first episode. Of course, as you can tell, I brought up the first episode a lot because that's what they're going at with this. Is because it really had a heavy toll on her. Minky Pie knowed Minuet a lot, and apologies for the pronunciation of these names. Hopefully I will get to knowing these names a whole lot better than the main six and then Spike and everything else. I need to carry one of these, one of these books around so these names are... never mind. Basically, they hold a party for Moondancer, but unfortunately, it's just like as soon as the party gets started and rolling around, suddenly there's like this little outbreak that Moondancer has, as where she goes basically up to Drylight and does her thing saying, "Why weren't you there when I needed you? Why did you leave?" and all this such. As the librarian, her teacher, if I remember right, and her sister come over and basically make things a whole heck of a lot better. Make everything better for her to get a little bit better for her. And of course, her friendship lives. Their friendship, of course, gets restored. And, of course, they live happily ever after. So, what do I think of this episode? Good idea and all. Yeah, it's a good episode and all. I really like the idea and everything. But it's like, it's a major question on... Again, I like the idea that the writers are now paying attention to the continuity and everything. Is that, yeah, they're now paying attention to the continuity. They aren't ignoring this. So, it's now the major question of, will Moondancer... What is my question? I forget my question. Yeah, sorry, I just lost it. Yeah, but overall it was a good episode. But, again, you gotta thank Emily Larson for actually bringing a real good episode into this. Again, I don't know what to say about this episode, initial opinion, so maybe I'll do like, maybe a wrap up at the very near end of the finale or whatever. So, I will say this much. Making fences. It had a good element towards it, where Twilight decides to apologize for how she felt. I mean, there are some friends who could basically say, yeah, I can accept that. There are some other friends could say, there are some friends that could say, yeah, I can accept that. Other friends, some friends cannot take that into fruition. And that's basically all I can say. I haven't had friends who had that much. But what else can you do? So, despite all that, I think this is a good episode. Maybe something I could probably rewatch if they marathoned it. I probably should mention this. If you haven't seen the Mega Marathon episodes, there are some things that I only watch these episodes like maybe once. Depending if the episodes are really, really, really good, I might rewatch the episodes again. Depending if it has a really good song and depending on what time I happen to tune to the channel, I might watch it for that one song, like Candlelight Wedding Part 2. I might, if I turn it right, I would wind up watching This Day Aria, which is by some sheer coincidence, I happened to turn it right and that song played. But overall, it's a good episode with real good element. But overall, Making Fences. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click on my name in the link in the description or on my vector right here if you want to see more. But as always, Happy Independence Day, America. And let's see, Happy Independence Day, America, and Happy Saturday to those outside of America. So, see you guys back here next week for the next all-new episode of Friendship is Magic. So, see you guys.